day on the Whitehaven Coal Aston Resources deal. That's expected to go through, as we understand it. Is this going to be quite a game changer for the sector?
Well, this vote is expected to go through today on this, shareholders to vote on this $5.1 billion deal between Whitehaven Coal and Aston Resources. It has been a bit of a rocky road for this deal since it was announced back in December. Part of this really does surround Nathan Tinkler's Boardwalk Resources, which is a private company part of the deal, which has been valued at $491 million. So there had been some questions raised around that high valuation. But this deal does look like it will be in the interests of Aston Resources shareholders. There are some significant synergies to be had in this deal. An independent expert valuing these around $510 to over $600 billion. The directors themselves value them even higher than that. That can be broken down into a few sections such as infrastructure and efficiency savings, as well as some corporate savings and tax costs, as well as some blending of their coal businesses and marketing expenses. So that's where those savings and synergies are going to come from between the deal. Now, these are based on falling coal prices. Coal prices will be falling over the next 10 years. So that's where those valuations have come from. It looks like this deal will come out with a valuation of around $7.90 a share, or after paying out a dividend, $6.92 a share. So this will be closely watched today, one of the big corporate stories. So both Whitehaven Coal and Aston Resources stocks will be in focus today.
You about the quarterly production reports that are due out from a lot of the resource companies. What are we expecting?
There's a huge amount of quarterly production results out this week from a lot of the very big miners here. We have Paladin today releasing their March quarterly results, Rio tomorrow, BHP on Wednesday, and then Fortescue and Woodside Petroleum on Thursday. So it will be a big week for quarterly production results. And Paladin today releasing their operating results from their two operating mines in Africa. The December half 2011 production, that was up 8.5% from the previous quarter to just over 3 million pounds of uranium mined. Now, the results for the feasibility study for stage 4 of their mine in Namibia will be in focus. Whether they release any information on that today will be interesting. They also did last week widen their strategic review for investment in their non-producing uranium assets. Rio tomorrow, we'll see them release their quarterly production results as well. Now, iron ore shipments are expected to have fallen over the previous quarter, mainly due to weather impacts up there in the Pilbara. But the production-wise probably won't fall as much as shipments will be. Coal will also be lower, also affected by those weather, and copper. They've had some ongoing operational issues in a couple of their copper mines. So production for Rio will be slightly lower, as will BHP most likely. We'll see the weather affect their iron ore up there. We've seen a lot of news surrounding their coal industrial relations last week. They're to close one of their coal mines up in the Bowen Basin, and they've had that ongoing industrial relations issues up there in Queensland. So that's probably going to affect their production results as well. Their iron ore shipments likely to be slightly lower, but their petroleum division production there probably stable.